Good day there, friends, and welcome to episode 3 of my Seablock playthrough. So, we left off with kind of a factory, which is producing crushed stones for us, and I'm also producing some ores for me. Sadly, I'm not really able to automate the productions here because I don't have any filter inserters or anything to work with, so stuff would not be that effective if I would just lead it automated into this place, but well, we have to deal with that one problem at a time. So for now, I'm actually at a very comfortable spot because I am producing crushed stones permanently, and I can also expand my wind parks. I'm producing sand. So overall, I'm starting to get a little bit less confined in my choices. But it's still everything a little bit difficult to pull off. But it starts, there starts to be the glimpse of normality. And there we go. So let's check it out if we can connect them all. But I guess there's not enough space to squiggle through the power poles, so I'm gonna just pick up some more crushed stone and let's fix that problem up like this. I'll just drop down some power poles here and there, and I'm going to put one here, and that's that. Okay, so the production, the energy production deviations here are just annoying me like crazy. So another thing I'm doing right now is I'm gonna use this room a little bit more effective here because I don't want to waste that much space anymore. I should be able to get a lot more wind turbines here. And I said that already 1 or 2 episodes ago. I was just too lazy to patch that stuff up, but laziness is all fine and everything, but the moment it would be more annoying to do the land option, I'm down for replacing those thingies. Okay, so this is not really beautiful or effective or anything, but honestly, I'm more than happy when there comes the point where I can just put these turbines into a box and shoot at it, because honestly, they are so inefficient in terms of everything. So I'm just happy when I can get rid of them, but for now, they are the only way of power generation that I have in a larger scale. But yeah, I'm producing 1.5 MW now. This is a start, and we can now loot our crushed stones, loot our ores. So there's something happening everywhere right now, finally. And we're gonna grab the ores and pack them into the crushers, and we're gonna smelter these in between some, starting to have some supply of things. And I'm gonna research the science packs now, because with the mechanical refining available, I will be having an option to give me a sec. I'm gonna be having an option to actually I'm just gonna deinstall that, to crush ore without using wood pellets. And honestly, those wood pellets, they are really nothing you want to do. You want to use permanently, because they are just quite inefficient. Honestly, it's so horribly hard to handcraft them. So I rather use electricity. Speaking of electricity, where's my laboratory? Did I loot it? Yeah, there's this. Was looking for something differently colored. Okay, now then, let's drop them here. But I'll need 20 of those, so we just started. I need 13 more. But at least I'm now able to produce things at a somewhat decent rate, I'd say. And gonna be dropping the crushed stone into the liquefier here directly, because right now the ore production is way more interesting than the land production. I mean, sure, I could use another electrolyzer, because as I figured out the last episode, I could feed 4 of the electrolyzers into one crusher. So there's a lot more potential here to claim. But for now, I just want to have an electric crusher as quick as possible, because being so reliant on these pellets really doesn't make me happy at all. And it's not that hard to produce those science packs. So there we go. Already out of fuel. Oh, and so what am I lacking here? Copper plates, okay. I want to go forward with this stuff as quickly as possible, because I think I should have enough power to actually sustain electric crushers. Pretty fond of my capabilities there. So right now, at least the electricity production withstands our demands. That's something good. So the electrolyzers are actually the biggest consumers here. The clarifier still consumes a lot of energy, even though it's doing nothing. What a shame. So let's deconnect that one. Yeah, right. So I'm saving a lot of energy by not having this thing connected. Awesome. I mean, I don't need it right now because I'm not producing any LJ. I think the LJ I'm having lying around here are more than enough for now. So I have not too much interest in using my resources for inefficient things here, so they're crushing that stuff really quickly. It shows me how puny my operations are right now. So, but hey, everybody had to start somewhere, right? So at least I'm getting some plates here, finally. And the mechanical refining research is progressing quite nicely also. Okay, so let's speeding things up. Oh, such little sapphirite ore. It's not even enough to crush that stuff. Ah, now then. Now we're having at least some output. Okay. But I'm getting somewhere here. Slowly but steadily. So, possibly already having enough science packs for that technology. Awesome. So right now I'm gonna use all the copper plates I get directly for new science packs, because I can already figure out that these are some of the most important things to produce right now. But apart from that, I'm starting to rack up more sand from here on, because I really want to build new electrolyzers to feed that burner ore crusher even harder, because we're really not at max load here, and I want to be using my potential to the fullest. So because of that, I'm going to collect the stone and make it into sand. Okay. Hey, we're actually hitting a point where I'm doing a lot of things already automated, where I just have to walk for a few things. So, mechanical refining opens up the ore crusher, which uses 100 kW per second max. That's okay. It needs stone bricks. Okay, that's one thing I didn't take into account. Have to produce stone bricks first. That's fun. An ore sorting facility sorts refined raw ores into smeltable ores. Can only imagine what this does, but it sure sounds useful. And those are some recipes here. Okay, we got this done, and now I figured out the last time that I need the electronics technology first. So I did now something I didn't need in between, or I do. I'll need all of those beforehand. I just realized that I can't skip anything. Wonderful. Okay, so it's gonna be a damn long way until I'm able to produce these wood pellets in a quick way on my own. So, oh, look at that! There's a quicker workaround, and that's why we wanted those LJ. Ah, I get it now. I get it now. Forgive me for I was stupid. Ah, okay. So I can do a bulk recipe with the cellulose fibers out of the green algae. So, okay, I understood that not correctly there. So I do have the means to automate fuel production as well. Huh. Okay, that means I'll just need more ground to live on. That's for sure. So at least I'm gonna have some wood pellets up front now, and I understood something better there. So the LJ are actually the ground, the basic product of our cellulose fiber production. But what about the brown algae? I'm gonna need the brown algae for what? For alginic acid. So alginic acid gets only used in the wooden board production, but overall wooden boards are so important that I won't be able to live without that. So at the end of the day, I'm going to re-enable my production here, and I'm going to turn the clarifier back on, and that means I will need these products, and I'll need them badly. I don't need the brown LJs as much as I need the green LJs, so I'm gonna switch on, I guess, no, I'm just gonna leave on this LJ farm here. Now I know how I want to do it, but it needs water. I'm just gonna leave the brown LJ farm online. That doesn't work like I wanted to. So I need to fiddle it through here. I'll just leave the green LJ farm online. Sorry, I was distracted there. And gonna produce green LJs here to get the wood pellet production going. So already able to do assembling machines, right? Right. So I could actually start producing cellulose fibers in a bigger amount, and that's why my next research project will be automation. Okay. So we are having 7 of those. We need 3 more of those. And that brings me to the point where I'll need more copper. So, as I saw that the, no, that's the crushed stuff. As I saw is that the better crushers will need stone bricks to work. I figured that I will delay that a little bit longer because getting towards there is something I don't want to tackle right now. I simply don't have the room to fulfill that fantasy, so we're going to wait for that. So, alright. I need the copper plates for more red science packs. And then I will be able to produce at least automated cellulose fibers. That's a start, isn't it? Okay. What am I doing? That was not what I was doing, what I wanted to do. Sorry, Mr. Furnace, please get back to work. So, we have more of that stuff. Copper plates are finished, and these are not enough copper plates. Okay, so let's hope I'll get some more sapphirite ore at some point. I think that's the wrong one. Yes, that's the wrong one. Oh dear. What a royal pain this is. Like, the beginning is quite rough. I mean... There we go. Getting the necessary ores is really, really painful to begin with. Every copper plate feels like a trophy in this playthrough. But honestly, if I compare it to the usual situation where copper plates are really nothing to look at the whole time, I do like that. Okay. So this will be the science I need. And then let's think about what we're doing then. I want to put a what's it called? An assembler right next to this chest. I hope it'll fit in there. But it could. It could. Alright. So let's toss a round of crushed stones for the ore generation. I really want to expand this array as well, but so I guess I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna go downwards here for more crushed rocks and upwards here for more ores. So, but everything at a time. Okay, so can I build? Oh god, at least I can build that automation, that assembling machine. I really was concerned for a moment that there would be something I didn't pay attention on, but no. It is as simple as I was hoping. I can now produce cellulose fibers in a bigger scale. Okay. So we're picking up green algae from here. And we're outputting those into a comfortable container. And at least we're starting to produce things automatically we need at a regular basis. So I need to check out how do these work together. So oh, that's the basic inserter rate. That's not what I was looking for. So oh my goodness, I'll never be able to sustain this machine just with one LJ farm. I would need 0.65, like at least 4 of them. I guess, or no, exactly 4 of them. So 4 LJ farms for 1 assembling machine for cellulose fibers to maximize the output. In this playthrough, I really noticed that I have to put a lot of effort into just maximizing my outputs. I like that. But for now, I'm just super happy with having a machine which builds the basic substances for wood pellets for me. And this makes me so happy that I don't want to craft wood pellets ever on my own again. So I'm gonna do another assembler here. And I'll just get rid of that work for once and for all. That's not entirely true, but At least I'll produce fuel now passively. That is a nice start. Okay. Progress! Also progress needs power. Can't I put these like that? Yeah, okay. So I'm trying to save some electric poles from here on because I'm running low on them. I mean, I would just need to crop out that disaster over there a little bit. Then I would have some more poles, but everything at a time. I do love the extreme usage of power poles, I admit that. Okay. There we go, we're producing our own wood pellets, and since none of these facilities are going to exhaust themselves in terms of resources, I'll just leave unlimited production here enabled. Okay, so while I was not watching, I was producing lots and lots of crushed stones. Wonderful. So I'm gonna do some more sand. A kingdom made out of sand. Okay. So now the dance continues, but at least I'm producing everything a little bit quicker now. Okay, let's drop down the furnaces here. Alright, so I have now automation researched, which was a wonderful research. I enjoy the effects of that so much. Basic chemistry, metallurgy, logistics. Oh, I would really like logistics to some degree, but is it really that important? Okay, charcoal made out of wood blocks. So that is my first sustainable way of producing fuel in a larger scale, like wood fuel. Okay, water treatment. I don't need that yet. Washing, whatever that means. Okay, we're just gonna go for basic chemistry next, because that sounds like something I want to have. I can produce carbon dioxide. Well, we're gonna see what why we would want that, but calcium chloride chemical plant. We're gonna see for which things these items are being used, but I know these mods good enough to be aware of the fact that we're going to use them all at some point. But for now, I'll just rack up more sand, and I'll expand my power production in the meantime a little bit, because this is also something where I'm not done yet. Okay. And I'm really looking forward to put these away for good. This is a common symptom of mine. When I really dislike using something, I don't try to make it or tidy anymore or whatever. I just want to get done with it. So that's exactly what's happening here with me and those wind turbines. But at least they are a source of free energy, so I don't want to be too ungrateful here. It would be way more horrible if I wouldn't have them. Okay. So that's enough power to satisfy another electrolyzer. So that's gonna be the next really important thing, to have more electrolyzers, because overall I just can't progress too well here without more stone, and I really want to maximize the output of that burner ore crusher, because right now I feel like I'm really not progressing quick enough here. So the wood bricks are made out of wood pellets, so at least I'm now able to produce new power poles if necessary, because I have now wood bricks available. That is quite some relief to know that. But for now, my biggest interest lies in researching and expanding my land capacities here. Because right now I'm just having no more room to expand. I mean, I guess I could tidy up things a little bit. Probably that would make some room for other things, but overall it wouldn't change too much. So we're gonna work towards this new land patch painfully slow. Painfully slow. Okay. Also, I need a new electrolyzer. So... oh, I can also try out the new ore sorting facility. Let's try that as well. Because I'm really curious about what that can do for us. And since I'm just sitting around here and waiting for things to get produced, I might as well try something new. So, we're going to produce one new electrolyzer and two flare stacks again. Okay. And I just hope that I can put down the ore sorting facility somewhere to try it out, but actually, nope. So what we're gonna do for a moment is I'm gonna disconnect this thingy here. So what does this do? It it produces pure ores out of the I see. So this way I can produce ores more directly. Okay, this is certainly a thing that I'm not able to utilize too efficiently anytime too soon, so I just figured out we're gonna do something else crazy here. Because I'm having so many brown algaes already up, I just noticed that I'm having room. Like, I just need to get rid of things I don't need anymore. So, we're gonna do that. Why wait for things to come if you can just build them? Can't mix fluids? Why can't you mix fluids? You don't have to mix fluids, my foolish friend. You just have to do... okay. They need some distance between each other to with the second flare stack. I mean, I guess I could just use several flare stacks for or two flare stacks for several facilities, but I'm just lazy. I don't want to calculate how much this would need, so... now, we need another one of these funny little contraptions. And I'm going to deposit right over here. So this is one of these wonderful little temporary setups, you know, where everything is just makeshift and you don't want to have it permanently like this, but for some reason I always enjoy these setups like most. Okay, so let's check out the MaxRateCalculator. So yeah. Oh, it actually calculates also the amount of consumption one of these thingies has. So, as a matter of fact, I could connect 20 of these electrolyzers to one flare stack unit. And from these even, I can't calculate that real quick, but long story short, I'm having way too many flare stacks of it online, so I'm gonna be reducing that at some point in between, but right now I'm not feeling like it. Very good. I really enjoy the MaxRateCalculator tool. It's such a handy and useful thing. Okay. Now things are speeding up a little. Wonderful. Okay, petrochemical refining. So yeah, for now I'll just keep doing it as before. Might be not ideal, but I'm gonna optimize that later or between episodes. I haven't decided yet. So let's check out what the ore front does. We can crush some ore and smelt some plates. Okay. And I'm starting to have a few wood pellets available. I mean, I don't even need a pure brown algae factory right now, because as I'm producing green algae, I'm having such a heavy overspill of brown algae. I could have done that a while ago. But oh well. The amount of content in this mod pack is really huge. That's why it feels sometimes almost a little bit overwhelming, and I miss things from time to time. But that's okay. Like the algae production, I totally derped out the meaning of that in the beginning of the run, but at least I noticed it in time. Okay, let's grab some wood pellets here, and I'm gonna handcraft some more of these science packs. Alright. Let's swap for some landfill in between. Okay. I think I shouldn't be needing much more than that, so this is one thing. And I guess we're needing some more for the flare stacks there. Input connected. Flare stack 1, flare stack 2. I'll need some more to twiddle that belt through though. Okay. That's that. Oh, this is so barely visible. Okay. So I'll just connect these with each other, because I think that's the easiest way to get this done. Okay. Everybody's powered up now, and let's check it out. The slag is now getting completely used. So this is a max capacity array. Wonderful. That also means I'm producing sand now in a quite okay rate, so I can drop down some more wind turbines, so my poor production facilities can have some more power. Okay, because right now my grid is a little bit overcapped, but I honestly expected that when I started to turn so many electrolyzers online. Okay. So once the last wind turbines have been plucked down, I will be no longer able to generate more power just by building more wind turbines. So I'll have to figure out something different here. Okay. But overall, it is not as horrible as it was when we started. We can dump in some chemistry here. Automating chemistry will also be quite a long-term thing to do here, but I mean, I have to fight for every single square of land, so this whole run is some kind of long-term investment. So what can I do with the chemical plant, I wonder? I mean, I know what I can do with that in vanilla, but anyways. So let's check out our recipe book for a moment while we're just waiting for things. So it's always worth to check out things like that in between, because I tend to miss things from time to time. So I might want to build these ore crushers at some point, but right now the fuel component is not so much of a problem anymore as I thought initially, so I can deal with that. I think the ore pellet production facility here will have me covered for quite some time. I mean, it's just a very slow thing. I could connect some more green algae farms here as well, I guess. Yeah, so possibly I'm gonna expand towards that as well. But for now, picking up more sand and generating more land while doing so is the only thing which is left to do. Alright, so I think I'm gonna end this episode slowly here, while I'm gonna be generating some more resources off cam, because honestly, watching me here running around and waiting for the crushed stones while I'm not really having to do anything except for waiting for crushed stones is nothing I want to record at this point. So I'm gonna come back to you, my friends, when I have laid down some more land, and then we're gonna go for more of everything. Until then, I want you to feel free to give me any comments or ideas or thoughts about this playthrough. If you see any thing that I have missed so far and you think you should really make me notice that, please tell me that too. Apart from that, I would appreciate some likes or even subscriptions to my channel if you want to support me and my work even more. If none of those, just let me thank you for watching this video, because that means the most to me. So, come back for the next episode when we're going to expand our green algae production, and we're going to actually produce more ores and lots of funny things. Possibly power production as well. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.